What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video, we got the sled and we are on Lake Simcoe.
All right, everybody, as Ian mentioned, he's behind the camera right now. He's kind of got a dead stick vibrato and I'm kind of wiggling a menace jig. And what we're doing today, as he mentioned, we do have the sled. This is something new to us. We don't typically bring the sled out on Lake Simcoe just because we don't know it a whole heck of a lot, especially this season with risky ice conditions early on. That's kind of changed. We had some cold nights earlier the last couple weeks. So we've made a lot of ice. We're sitting on about a foot of clear black ice. We did cross a couple big shelves, ice shelves, to get here, but we are out. Our goal today is running and gunning, and we are not going to stop until we start marking fish before we set up hut, set up base for today, and get fishing on certain grounds. We did head out a little bit from where we launched out of, so it was a little bit of a run. These are new grounds to us too, but we are going to try and cover as much water as possible. Not sure what it is. Got it on the high hook. Oh my god, Ian.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think it's a whitey, eh?
You need help or?
Oh, I got it. I don't know how heavy it is. Oh my god, my line's frozen.
You're at leader, so you can just.
I don't like this. Oh, dude.
Nice whitey.
Dude, it's a really nice whitey. I don't want to lose it.
There we go, baby.
What's going on? We are back, pausing the video and all the action. We are going to do the tackle talk, of course, and what we are doing out here to catch these fish. Actually, we're not out here. We're in the basement. Yesterday, got off the ice. We wanted to fish right to the very last minute. We were running out of sunlight really quickly. When that started to change, we had a snowstorm come in. It was a whiteout condition. We probably couldn't even see 10 feet in front of us, so we packed up quick and got out of there. So we were pushing the fish into the last minute, and we wanted to get out, back home, back safe, or back to the launch actually, with some sunlight left. All right, so first things first, rod, 34-inch Fenwick, medium heavy. It's the Eagle Series, 1000 size Shimano Sienna with that. What I've got on that, I've got 10-pound main braid backed with some invisible, you can't even see that, 6-pound Seaguar line. 6-pound is a little bit on the lighter end. I mean, I've been desperate for fish from Lake Simcoe this entire season. So I was going down to anything that would just change that, you know, that finicky fish, that aggressive fish that didn't care if you're using 20, 30, 50-pound mono, steel, who knows. But I was just doing anything in my power to make sure that I can get that extra hit. So what do I got on that leader? Well, I'll show you the little rig we got going on here. So I had this bottom jig. It's a Menace by Trifecta Tackle. There's a bunch of them on the market, but the Menace has been my favorite this season. I didn't know much about it until I found out that it was somewhat new, and I saw it at a bait store, a small bait shop, checked it out. I love the profile of them, the size, the colors are always pretty cool, the eyes on them are amazing too. I like how it's got that engraved chin, kicks up a little bit more silt. The hooks on them also, I like the stealthiness of them, they're Gamakatsus. I personally like those. I use a lot of those when I'm salmon fishing, fishing for bigger fish as well. That's the Menace I'm running right there. I believe it is the Gobi color. On the back, I've got an X-Zone tube as a trailer. The jig is good as well because I'm not going to lie, I am pretty new to fishing for whitefish. I don't do it often, especially through the ice, so that slack line bite is kind of a new thing to me. And when I did some research more on the Menace jig, I realized that it's more for beginners because the whole slack line bite kind of dies off. When a fish strikes that Menace, apparently it feels more of a bite than that slack line lift. So, you know, knowing that I'm fairly new to this, I decided that it would be a safer option for me to go with the Menace over a Meigs or a Bad Boys, just because, you know, I'll probably feel that bite a little bit better. The other thing I got going on above that Menace jig, I've got what's called a high hook. It's about 2.5 feet up off that bottom jig. And all I've got a size 4 river hook. I went with a river hook because, again, I wanted that stealthy presentation. I didn't want anything bulky sticking out or looking awkward. All I've got on that is a set the hook minnow. There's the minnow right there. It's kind of that green pumpkin color. I do hook it sideways. Gives a little bit of a better action, a little bit of a better wobble. I learned that from Joey T after conversing with him at the fishing show. But yeah, that's what I caught my first fish on, and that fish, no hesitation, came up right to that high hook and then boom, hit it instantly out of my hands. As the bite started to slowly die off in the afternoon, we started marking less fish. I decided I wanted to change up a little bit and going to a more aggressive approach, but something that was a little bit more louder to call some fish in. Because we were fishing shoals and we were kind of using goby imitation baits, I thought, you know, there's nothing better than this right here. I decided to tie the Thule perch up. This is made by Duo Realis. I purchased it off the Canadian Tackle Store. I decided to go with that because it was, you know, goby likes, you know, it's not super big. All I did was, you know, hit bottom, come up a little bit, and just jig the bottom 3-4 feet. So that was my presentation on white fishing on Lake Simcoe. That was what was successful for me when I was out there fishing. I hope that helps you guys.
This thing's pretty heavy, but it was definitely on Vibro, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh. No way! And now for my side of the tackle talk. So for my outfit, I was actually running the exact same Fenwick rod Alex explained, but I had a bit of a heavier reel on it. I had a 2500 Daiwa reel. But right here, here's another rod we had in the bucket. It's a 36-inch medium St. Croix rod paired to a 1000 size Sienna again. So to start the morning off, as me and Alex were kind of running, gunning, and looking for active fish, I had this 21-gram Shiner vibrato on. And as Alex was waving and kind of working that bottom, I was just about the same height as him, just jigging this up and down. As soon as we found active fish and Alex's high hook got absolutely slammed, I decided to drop down to a 10-gram. So this is the 10-gram vibrato that I was using. Basically what I did is after Alex caught that first fish on the high hook, I decided to put this on with a high hook with the same minnow he had from Set the Hook. So again, running that vibration bait. And then towards the end of the day, I actually got slammed on this thing. You guys are gonna see the footage. I was working this thing up and down and a fish on the graph came up to me, dropped down, he followed it exactly down, and as I was on that fall, right when I stopped, it got slammed. I was hooked into it for probably a good minute. I think we got like 40 seconds on the camera, but it fought good. We don't know for sure what it was. But other than that, that's gonna wrap up the tackle talk. Let's get back into the video. Are you still there? Are you still there, buddy? Still there? Yep.
No.
It's on?
Oh yeah.
Can't see it yet. Whoa.
Oh my god. I'm at the leader. Good buddy.
Can't see it.
Good buddy. Good buddy.
Good whitey, guys. He's doing a good run too.
I just need his head. Once we get his head up.
On a crank. What the?
Yeah.
Bro. There's no way, bro.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the video. If you made it this far, we really appreciate it. The support is amazing. This is the first ice fishing season that we've really taken the camera along with us. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Today's video will be the last video of our ice fishing season. We aren't going out any further after this on the ice. That's not because that there's no safe ice. We've got lots of ice, but we're just going to start transitioning gears into steelheading to get some of that on camera. We had an amazing ice fishing run, a lot of big pike. The Simcoe thing was a little bit of a tough go, but we were able to put it a little bit together. The only difference that we had on this video from previous attempts was a snowmobile, and that was game changer, and it's also going to really affect how we play next year on that lake around our success and our approach to fishing Lake Simcoe. We had an absolute blast. We checked a lot of things off the bucket list this winter. If you guys enjoyed it, stick around. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming next winter.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Again, we had a blast out there. Make sure you guys do have your post notifications on because we're going into the warm weather and open water. Both of us are super excited to film that for you guys, something we haven't done before. So as both of us work together as a team, we're going to bring some amazing content to you guys, and you guys do not want to miss it. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment something new, and we'll see you guys on the next one.